Hello, my dear students. How have you been? I am Rohan sir from Mehdi English Medium School. I welcome all my dear third standard little champs once again in the science lecture. My dear little champs, I hope that your first exam was good and you are preparing for your other exams also. Now, this lecture I have prepared so that I can help you in your preparation. As you know that for all the papers you might be preparing for all the days during the exam, you might be preparing for the subject on the day of which you are having the subject paper. So I thought let us send the science revision which will be really very helpful to you, so that in the next exam of science you can get the good scores just by watching the revision lectures. See, sometimes it happens that though you have the written data in your book, you are not able to remember the answers, or you are not able to understand, or you are able to understand but not able to learn or read it properly. And many of you are having the habit that when you watch the certain things again and again, you remember it very easily. Say for an example, if you are watching the television, when you watch the advertisement, some of the advertisement you remember on the tip of your tongue. You sing and speak along with them. Why? Have you noticed anything? That is only because you are watching it again and again with the interest. Similarly, in my lectures, I try my level best that you don't have to touch the book. Just by watching the lectures regularly, you will be able to remember it very easily. So, like this way, if your faculties, if the teachers are trying the level best, you also should give the 100% grasping capacity you should keep, so that whatever is sent to you in the lecture, you can take full advantage of that. So let's get started with today's lecture. What are we going to do in today's lecture? We are going to do the interesting revision work. Very interesting revision work. Yes. And which will be having two benefits. You can complete the incomplete work, that is first benefit. Second is you can do the revision. So both the things you can do together. In my all the revision lectures, I ask you to watch the lectures, because I have seen many messages in my WhatsApp. Sir, please send me 10th chapter PDF, 11th chapter PDF, this and that. Students, tell me one thing. When we are revising each and everything three times, do you need still PDF? I understand if you do not watch one lecture, two lecture, but all the lectures if you ignore, how will it be useful to you? Just by PDF, you can get the answers, you cannot get the explanation. Without explanation, if you learn, in my language I will call it just mugging up the answers, which is not at all good. When you mug up the formula, it is good, because you will have to implement the formula. But these things are to be understood and then to be learnt. So anyways, I give my level best and I try to explain you. I hope that you understand. Now be ready to do the textual revision of chapter 10 and if possible chapter 11 also. Today we will start. But first we will start with chapter number 10, so that the things which you have not written or are incomplete in your fair book, you can note it down, as well as you can do the revision at the same time. Now you might be saying that, sir, my textbook, fair book, everything is complete. I have written the answers everywhere. What do I do? Then students, in that case, you have to still write the answers in your rough book. As many as times you will write it down, your spelling, your answers, everything will be learned properly, and during the exam you will observe one thing, that you do not need any books. You will be able to finish off the test within couple of minutes. So I hope that you are ready with your rough books, textbooks and fair books if needed. Keep these three things with you and keep your rough book open, please. Give the heading Textual Revision Chapter 10, First you have to give this much heading. Then perhaps if we will start chapter 11, I will ask you to write another heading, but for now you have to give this heading, textual revision chapter 10. Today's date, subject, these all things are necessary. I don't have to inform you because in all the lectures I have been informing you. So are you giving the heading? Please give it properly. Textual revision chapter 10. Okay, now we will display the textbook from which we are going to solve the textual exercises. So, my dear students, this is your textbook chapter 10, measurement. So, in this chapter you have learnt measurement of length, measurement of mass, capacity and time. What are their units and what are the instruments used to measure all these things. So all these details you have learnt. Now, as we have understood and learnt all the topics, let us solve the revision exercise. These are the things which even I have asked you to write in the fair book. Now if you have not completed in the fair book, you have still the chance to complete it now in the fair book. So please be ready. First question contains question A, B and C, 3 sub questions. Let us start with question A. Give the heading in your rough book. Question A, fill in the blanks with the correct words. Quickly give the heading. Question A, fill in the blanks with the correct words. And each answer you have to write 2 times. Each answer you have to write 2 times. Just make sure. Okay, I hope that you have given the heading. Let me zoom in the picture so that it will become easier for you to read it. So let us see what are the questions, and like here the options are given. Options are also given in your exam online papers. You don't have to worry about. Possibility is options might be changed, so you might get confused. Correct answer anyways is going to be there in the option. Options can be plus or minus, might be 3 or 4, might be 2 only, depends. But you have to be prepared. If you know the correct answer, you don't have to worry about how the options are. So let us solve it. So by the time we are going to solve it, I will even instruct you for each and every question how it might be asked in the exam. So this lecture is very much important for you if we see in the exams context. Question A. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. Dash is the common unit of measuring length. So what is the common unit? If you want to measure the length of anything, do you measure it in the meter or in the kilogram? What is the correct answer? Do you measure the length in the kilogram? No, obviously not. You measure mass in the gram, in a kilogram. But the length we measure with the meter. So meter is the correct answer. Please write the answer 2 times. I hope that you are writing the answer. You have to just write answer 1, meter, comma, meter. 2 times you have to write. You have to also speak the spelling M-E-T-R-E, meter. So meter is the common unit for measuring length. Next one, number 2. Dash of container is the amount of liquid it can hold. So is it a capacity or the mass of the container in which it shows the amount of liquid it can hold? So the correct answer is obviously capacity. Mass, I already said, is measured using gram and kilogram. So container is not the part of that. So capacity of the container is the amount of the liquid it can hold. Capacity is the answer. Okay. I hope that you are writing the answer 2 times as instructed you with the correct spelling. CAPACITY. Okay, I hope that you have written this answer 2 times. Answer to capacity, comma, capacity. This way you will have to write. Number 3. Smaller masses are measured in dash. Grams and kilograms are the units for mass only. But smaller masses are measured in the gram or in the kilogram, which is used as a smaller unit. Like there is a meter, centimeter, like there is a liter, milliliter. Similarly, there is a gram and kilogram. But gram or kilogram, which one is used for the smaller mass? This is what, if you have not watched the lectures, you will get puzzled, you will get confused. So, grams is the correct answer. Kilogram is used for the big mass. I will just write gram here. I hope that you are also writing the answer 2 times. Answer 3, gram. Okay. Number 4. A dash is fixed quantity that is used as a standard measurement. Is it a cubit or is it a unit? If you know the meaning of cubit, or I should speak, if you remember the meaning of cubit and unit, you might be knowing the correct answer, because by the time I explain you, you remember what is the meaning. But if you have just learnt it and mugged up, you might forget within few days. There is a reason why I always ask you to understand and not to just remember it, by heart it. So, a dash is the fixed quantity that is used as a standard measurement. Is it a cubit or unit? Yes, it is unit. Please write the answer 2 times. Unit. A unit is the fixed quantity that is used as the standard of measurement. Next, we use a dash to find the mass of an object. See, mass, the unit of the mass is gram or kilogram. But what do we use? Which instrument do we use? To find out how many grams or kilograms is the weight of certain things. How much is the mass? Do we use beam balance or do we use ruler? Now this ruler word is very familiar to you, right? You use it in your mathematics. Do you measure the mass? Do you measure the weight with the ruler? No. Obviously it is done by the beam balance. So let us write the answer. Beam balance. Okay. I hope that you have also written the answers. I am writing the answer a bit upward so that I can write the full spelling, but I hope it is readable to you people and you are going to write it down. We use a beam balance to find the mass of an object. Isn't it very easy? Okay, I hope that you were writing all the answers 2 times and that when I was reading full sentence you were paying careful attention. If you are doing so, I guarantee you that 60 to 70% of the answers now are there in your mind. You don't have to learn it. Okay. Next one, the question B is true or false. Please give the heading question B. I hope you are obeying the instruction. Give the heading question B. You can just give the heading T or F, true or false. So write T for the true and F for the false statements. Now, one more instruction related to the exam, obviously related to true or false. Now in the exam, it is not at all necessary that I have asked you the same statements given in the textbook or anywhere. I may have changed the same statement given here. If you have learnt true or false, like true, true, false, false, then you are not going to get the marks. You will not be able to answer correctly. If you have understood the statement and then you have written whether this is a true or false statement, then the case is different. So, if you have not understood, now if you are making the faces, no sir, I have already learnt. Now you will change the statement. Yes, I will still change the statement. But now the good thing is, you now have the time to understand the statement if you have not understood it previously, and then answer. And I will even give you the example, 1 or 2 examples once we finish solving true or false. How am I going to change the statement? So please pay attention. Number 1. A measuring cylinder is used to measure the amount of liquid. Is it so? Measuring cylinder is used to measure the amount of liquid. Which instrument is used? Yes, measuring cylinder is only used. So, this statement is true. We just have to write T for the true statement. Okay, I hope that you too are writing it down. Number 2, the container that can hold more liquid has less capacity. Now say for an example, if you see this page, if this container is able to hold more liquid, it has less capacity? No. If it holds more liquid, obviously it has more capacity, right? So the same thing is written here, that the container that can hold more liquid has less capacity? No. This statement is false. Why? Because container that can hold more liquid has more capacity. So this statement is false. Now let me give you one more example. Now in the exam, I might have twisted this question in this way. The container that can hold more liquid has more capacity. So then it is true. Then you cannot write false. Just by reading the starting part and your mugged up answer says it is false, don't write it false. Read the statement from starting till the end full stop. Any word, if it is changed, that means the meaning of the statement is changed. Then you cannot say any more that the statement is false without understanding it. I hope I am making it very, very clear from my side. Number 3. The unit for measuring time is grams. What is the answer? You all better know. Unit for measuring the time is not grams. It is a second or minute or hours. Time can be measured this way or even in the days. But grams? No, it is used for the mass, right? So this is again false statement where it says that unit is gram for the time. Again, let me give you one example. The unit for measuring mass is grams. Then how is it? Then it is true. Or if I say the unit of measuring time is minutes, again then it is true. So understand the statement, try to understand the chapter and then answer these questions, because true or false and all the objectives are such that you can easily score the marks. So keep it the medium to score the marks. Don't lose the marks in these silly questions or in these silly twisted questions, I should say. Number 4. Longer lengths are measured in centimeters. So longer lengths are measured in the meters or in the centimeters. Let me show you one thing and you will immediately answer me. See, here it is written, the tallest building in the world is in Dubai. It is about 829.8 meters high. Tallest building. It is a long measurement, right? So that is measured in the centimeters? No, it is measured in the meters. So the correct answer here is longer lengths are measured in centimeters? No. So this statement is false statement. Again, the same thing, few changes I can make in the exam to make this statement true. I can say that longer lengths are measured in the meters. Simply then this statement is true statement. Okay. Number 5. Measurements made using body parts are different for different people. Is it so? Measurement made using the body parts are different for the different people. Let me write the answer first of all. It is true. Why? Because if you measure, say for an example, length of your grammar book with your hands, it might be different. With my hands, it might be different. With your father's hand, it might be something else. As every person has the different sizes of the hand or the leg or the body part, that is why the measurement taken with the body parts might be different for the different people, isn't it so? And the same thing is written here. That is why we agree and we write the statement is true. Now if I say in exam, measurement made using the body parts are same for the different people, then you have to write false, because it is not same for all people. Okay. Now I hope that you have understood each and every question and have understood the example, how it might be asked in exam. I am saying it might be. Not necessarily I have changed the question. Let us solve the last question for the day. Choose the correct option. This is what I am going to ask you obviously. Number 1. Please give the heading question C and write the answers, just the answers. Don't write the question, nor do you have to write the option, just write the answer. Number 1. Which of the following units do we use to measure time? Options are meter, second, liter or cubit. What do we use to measure time? Which unit? Obviously second. So write the answer second. SECOND. Here second does not mean second. Here second means 1 second, 2 second, 3 second in the context of time. Like the minute hand and the hour hand, second hand is also there. Seconds hand I should say in the clock, in the wall clock if you have seen, or in the wrist watch if you have seen. Okay. Number 2. People in early times measured the lengths by using, options are their hand span, ruler, measuring tape or a measuring cylinder. Did you understand the question? People in the early times, when your grandfather and the grandmother, they were young, what do they use? Did they use ruler, measuring tape, cylinder? No. They used their hand span and the other body parts. But where here the hand span is mentioned, only one body part is mentioned. So these all are the instruments, the rest of them are the instruments which has invented later on. So now we have the advantage of these all instruments, but the earlier days they used to use hand span. I hope that you are writing the answer number and the answer properly. With option also, like this is B, so you have to write B, then second. This is A, then you have to write A, their hand span. Okay. Number 3. Which unit do we use to measure the amount of the liquid a container can hold? You know that measuring cylinder is used, but which unit do we use? Do we use meter, hour, liter or gram? Some of you might be shouting for the answers. Yes, the correct answer is liter. I even gave you example of a milkman coming in the morning to give you the milk, they have the measuring cylinder with them. Okay. Number 4. Which instrument do we use to measure mass? Do we use beam balance, measuring cup, measuring cylinder, or measuring tape? We use beam balance to measure the mass, how many grams or kilograms of this thing is. Please write the answers properly, students. Number 5. Which instrument do we use to measure time? Now, unit is not asked, instrument is asked. How can you see how many seconds, minutes or hours are there? You can see by measuring cylinder. No. By ruler? Obviously not. By a clock? Yes. Clock therefore is the correct answer. Next one. Which instrument do we use to measure capacity? Okay, capacity means what? It is obviously related to the liquid. Do we use the ruler to measure the capacity? No. Do we use clock? No. Then do we use measuring cylinder? Yes. By measuring cylinder only you will come to know how much is the capacity of one container, how much liquid it can hold is the capacity. 2 more are there. Which hand of the clock is the hour hand? It is not hour, O-U-R, it is H-O-U-R, hour. Many of you might be pronouncing it as hour, which is wrong pronunciation. It is hour. So, is it a longest, shortest, long or none of this? Answer is shortest. The shortest hand in the clock is the hand of hour. It shows how many hours, 7 hours, 6 hours. And the last one, which of these will give you the most accurate measurement of length? Foot span, hand span, cubit or ruler? Okay, the correct answer is ruler because all these are done by the body parts. So, which may vary from the human being to different human being. So, ruler is the standard instrument for measuring the length. It is the accurate we can say instrument. Okay, with this students I end my today's revision lecture here. Very good luck for the exams. If you have any doubts you can drop the message in the WhatsApp chat or you can call me up between 5 to 6 in the evening. Have a nice day, stay safe, goodbye.